It's been great. This is my fifth summer league, actually. So, just being able to come out here and play for this organization, there's fans at every single game, good atmosphere, and we have a lot of great players on our team. So, being able to come out here and compete and just showcase my skill set is amazing.
With it being your fifth summer league, what have you been able to bring experience-wise to some of the younger guys that are having their first summer league?
Just leadership, just communicating the entire game, and then just staying locked in the entire time. Just trying to control the pace of the game, trying to showcase that I can be a PG and just make the right reads and everything. So this being my fifth year, I feel like I have a lot of experience to go out there and just handle business.
How do you feel like that Duke lineage maybe helps with, Red Egg and Harding obviously also being from that university?
Yeah.
What's that been like?
It's great, like you said, having Lindsey, having JJ. I haven't talked to JJ, but we got Justin Robinson as well on the staff. And just having them pulling for me and then just being able to play for them and them pushing me every single day to be the best player that I can possibly be, it's great.
And then you mentioned being a point guard and kind of doing that. What does it take to be a point guard at the NBA level?
For me, especially at my size, I have to pick up 94 feet, and I feel like I have to be aggressive and physical as much as I can, as far up the floor, because my size can get taken advantage of. But I use my speed very well, and then just making the right reads all the time, whether it's a shot, a floater, mid-range, kick to the corner, just simple plays. It might not lead to an assist, but just making a pocket pass, it might lead to somebody else getting an assist.
As a point guard who obviously can score and go off the bounce, what's that balance you just spoke about, like the balance between shooting when they go under or driving to make? But what's that balance like as a point guard?
Yeah, man, it's taken me a long time to get to this point. I've never played PG in my life until like the last year or so. So being able to adjust and then just trying to give myself the best opportunity and best chance to be an NBA player. I know it's very important for me to take on that role as being a PG, but also playing to my strengths of being a scorer as well.
You've been running ball screens with Bazley and Koloko. What's that been like, having those two as ball screens?
It's great. Trey Jemison as well. I can't leave Trey out. He gets great screens and everything. So all those guys, they're scoring threats. They can get on the rims. They can get floaters. They can get touch shots. So just having them, it makes the game a lot easier for me, honestly.
With it being your fifth summer league, I know it's still early, but is this one ranked highly so far amongst your list of the ones you participated in?
For sure. I gotta say it because that game the other day sold out. Being able to play in an atmosphere like that is a blessing. And then the game today is another crazy game. And then also in Cali Classic, it was a good crowd. So just being able to go out there and then showcase my skill set is great.
You mentioned the atmosphere Vegas has here. Do you think Vegas NBA franchise is suitable for this city?
Maybe. It's a little too hot out here. It's a little too hot. So maybe if people can stay hydrated and everything, maybe it could potentially be a spot for sure.
How has Lindsey helped you improve as a player?
She's helped me a lot. I was actually with her my first season in Sacramento. I did a training camp, Exhibit 10, and I've been cool with her ever since. So being able to come back here with the Lakers and be able to play for her is great. She's pushing me every single day, and she's allowing me to be myself out there. She's pushing me to defend, pick up 94 feet, and just showcase the things that maybe weren't my strengths early on in my career, but now turn into my strengths.
When it comes to defending 94 feet, defending on ball, what are the challenges that come with that kind of matchup and then fighting over, as you said, being an undersized guard and having to deal with that?
I say just using my speed, and I have very long arms. For my size, I may be 6'2", I have a 6'7" wingspan. So just trying to get deflections. I watch a lot of Alex Caruso, Jaden Daniels, and TJ McConnell as well. So just seeing how those guys can get deflections and just make plays for the team to get the ball back on the offensive end. That's something I'm really honing in on.
And for you, ultimately, besides obviously, winning everything here, what would be a successful summer league?
A successful summer league for me, like you said, I want to win. I want to be known as a winner, of course. But getting a contract, whether that's a two-way or a standard potentially, definitely getting a two-way. I feel like that would be something that's great for me.
Thank you, man. How's the summer league been for you from the very beginning to now here in Las Vegas?
It's been fun, and it's also been it's fun for me in a way because I'm on a mission. You know what I'm saying, to try and, revamp, my career, get back, just prove, I belong out there, that I can help a team, win, contribute to winning. So it's been fun in that aspect. Just trying to prove that every night.
Because you do have NBA experience, been around the league. What are you trying to prove to not just the Lakers, but all 29 other teams out there?
Just what I can bring every night. If they can rely on me for, every night. If they pick me up, that I'm a defender at a high level. Knock down shots. I think I've been taking strides with my shot. And really just my growth as a player, just being a lot more decisive. And just connecting more on the offense, just helping and plugging into guys like speak towards the Lakers like Bron and Luka and stuff like that.
Could you hear LeBron out there at times encouraging you, yelling, "Yeah, Baze, nice move"?
Just one time I heard it. That was it.
You've known him for a while. What was it like having him there? And did you kind of get a sense for like the atmosphere and stuff as sort of he came out?
Yeah, the atmosphere always going to be like, I'm starting to learn that the atmosphere always going to be like there just because, you're in a Lakers uniform. But having them there, is cool. We are all the guys, we are all got our own motivation, trying to make the team, or trying to get, picked up on the team, period. But that definitely provides a little bit extra.
The Lakers are looking for athletes. They're looking for rebounding. They're looking for defenders. How clearly did they articulate that to you? And is that part of the reason why you chose to try to go on this journey wearing this uniform?
They've been preaching it to everybody. It's super clear. From top to bottom. From the summer league team. What they expect. What they're wanting us to go out there and do. It's just on us to do so.
Bazley, yourself and Steward have had strong showings here. What have you seen from him from the guard position out there on the court?
DJ really nice, really crafty, obviously can score at all three levels. It's been fun playing alongside of him. We both just, out there just trying to prove, like I said.
They use you as a screener, a guy that brings the ball up. Is that something you're trying to show here, just your versatility on the offensive end, where you can kind of go back and forth from being a big to a wing as well?
It's not really something that I'm necessarily trying to show. I guess I would say all my shows are on the defensive end. Just trying to prove that I can switch 1 through 5. I can be in the right spots. Protect the rim, all that type of stuff. Offensively, just doing what's asked. Offensive rebounding. Like you said, being a screener, creating advantages for other guys. Being able to take the ball off the glass and push the pace. That's some stuff, that I think I bring to the table. But, my mindset, is really focused on the defensive end.
Our guys played hard and fought. At the beginning of the game, in the first half, we looked, we were 6 for 19 from the paint, and that can be frustrating, but they stayed the course. And that's something really difficult to do when you're doing things the right way and it's not working, but they stayed the course and we started to make those shots.
Bazley had 5 blocks tonight again as a protector. Can you just speak on his defense?
Bazley is an amazing defender. He can guard on ball, he can guard a point guard, he can guard the center. He does a great job off the ball. Sometimes defenders are great on ball and not off ball and vice versa, but he could do everything for us. So he's long, we need him for every position, and they were huge blocks.
How valuable was Arthur Kaluma to you guys tonight?
Arthur was great. He's just coming in, just getting a rhythm. He played a little 3-on-3 yesterday to help with his rhythm, and he came out on fire. His threes were huge. His defense was amazing, and he's a physical player, and that's what this game needs, and he has the body for it. But he was great. He helped turn the game.
What have you seen from Christian Koloko since he's joined the squad?
It's I worked him out all summer, right? So I've been working him out all summer. To have him here, it's great to have him. He is a versatile big that can run the floor. He spaced it. He's been working on his outside shot. He hit a 3 for us. He's been things we've been working on. He's been doing it. He rolls very quickly. He understands the game, and he's been in this system. He knows exactly what we need. So it was easy for him to come and kind of flow into our rhythm.
Coach, I've noticed Steward's just very elite at fighting over screens and staying on his defender when he's defending on ball. What does it take at this level for him to be able to continue doing that as the game kind of increases?
Physicality. A lot of people want to back up when they're guarding the ball when the screen comes, but you actually need to run into your man to try to push them off and get over with them, and he's getting better and better with it. It's difficult when you're defending bigger and stronger guards, but he's done a great job of just trying to be physical and squeeze over, which is huge, because we don't want to switch that if we don't need to.
From a coaching perspective, are there things that Summer League can teach you that maybe you wouldn't get the opportunity to learn during regular season?
I mean, well, for me, being a head coach, right? You know, I make the calls and of everything. I make the final decisions, so I don't get that during the season, right? You know, I'm one of the assistants that give advice or give options or tell them what I think. So it's great getting that experience, but it's also good for us to try things. We will try to trap sometimes, and we may not do it with the Lakers. We may try certain offenses or defenses just to see what it looks like. We use a lot of our analytics team, and they tell us some numbers, and so we try to kind of follow some of those things. So I think a big part of Summer League is not just the developing, it's just trying things out.
How much do Summer League coaches talk to each other? Like, do you call each other and say, hey, like, what are some things that you learned when you've done it before? Like, is there that sort of network?
With other teams,
Yeah.
you're asking?
Or with people on your staff?
Yeah, I've talked with some, like Greg St. Jean. He's coached Summer League before, and he's come to our meetings. They're all a part of it. It's not like we're alone. You know, some of our coaches are here. They're in our meetings. They give us suggestions. I ask for advice. I talk to them every day. I talk to JJ today. You know, so we're not out here on an island. We're still our team, and we want to make sure everyone is still involved.
Speaking of JJ, you know, he mentioned before wanting it to be kind of a synergy with South Bay and the G League with the main team. So how do you see that kind of reflecting here with the Summer League team?
I think it's the best setup in the league. They're in the same building, practice on the same court. The offices are right next to each other, so we have great relationships with the South Bay coaches. We're all one, right? And we want the players to know that. It's really easy when, especially with my experience, when you have a player and they go play, let's say you send a player down to the G to play a little bit, they think they're away, maybe, you know, they want to do things a little differently, but we're in the same building, we're watching, right? And we communicate all together. I think they run the things we run, they run things the same way, they have an understanding of how we want it to prepare them when they come back. So I think it's helped, especially Ronnie, you know, coming back and playing for us.
Speaking about Ronnie, you obviously got his offense going a little bit later tonight, but just what have you seen in his growth as an on-ball player? It feels like his pick and roll reads are a lot more steady, especially on the pocket passes, but what have you seen? Yeah,
we want him to play on the ball, we want him to play off the ball, especially in tight moments. I like the ball in his hands, and I want him to make those decisions. You can go through as many drills as you want, but nothing beats live. So when you're live, you make your decisions, and then you also learn by film. Right? So even after this, he will sit with his coach and watch his reads. Some are great, some could be better, you know? But it comes with confidence. And even this game, whether he made the shot or not, it's not what it's about. It's about making the right read. Sometimes it's the best shot to take, it's the best read. He missed it, no problem.
Talking about his reads, benchmark from last year here to this year, what are the things he's really taken a step forward on? Because like, to me, his reads, his handle.
Yeah, I think it's even his passing out of like the pick and rolls and really seeing. And it's not just the pass to the big rolling. It's if the low man comes over, I'm sorry about that. If the low man comes over, he sees the man in the corner, right? It's the whole floor, and I think it's easy to see one read, but like he's developing everything else, understanding where everyone else is on the floor and where their defenders are coming from.
What did you see from the group that gave you some encouragement tonight?
Continuous fight, right? It's that's what happens. And I said a little earlier, you get a little frustrated when shots aren't falling, when you're missing certain things, even though it's the right call, it's the right play. But they stuck with it. They didn't stop, and that's hard to do because when things aren't working, you want to change it right away. But they stayed the course, and it started to flow for us.
I got here a little late, but I saw Ronnie filming his hip. Is he okay?
He's fine. He's young. He's fine. He's young. No, I mean, it's basketball. Like, he fell on the hip. Could be a little bruised, but no, he continued playing, and he's fine.
And Darius, same thing, young guy. I saw he grabbed his ankle as well. Darius Bazely.
Oh, he's fine. They all came. They all finished the game. They played. It's part of it. Bumps and bruises.
You mentioned they're under the traditional G League format, where maybe you guys feel like they're going away when they get sent down. With this synergy that was just mentioned, do you feel like it's maybe a confidence booster, maybe when they see maybe the regular G League regulars see the main team train right next to them, and then vice versa, it's not maybe as big of a letdown when they go down?
Yeah, we go watch their games. We watch their practices. That doesn't happen in other teams because usually the facility is somewhere else. So how many times or how often do you have your head coach or your assistant coach of your main team watching a practice, right, or going to games? So we're always there, we're always involved, and we know what's going on. Our coaches' offices are right next door in the same floor. So we just take a few steps and we're like, how was Bronny tonight? You know, so we really stay close and tight, and they know that, right? And it helps.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.